Okay, good. All right, welcome to another Monday. And today is pretty much going to move along the same way we did last week. I want to get used to these exercises and some of these new things that we're throwing at you. So let's get ourselves started. Feet shoulder width, soften those knees, adjust that tailbone. Make sure you just rotate those hips a little bit so that that tailbone is pointing down towards the floor, straightening that lower back. Want to get rid of that curve in the lower back if we can. Okay. Allow the crown of the head to float up so you can feel that spine grow. Feel this core area open. Relax the arms and shoulders. Pull the chin in ever so slightly. Don't want to force it back. You just want to gently pull it in. Once you make that connection with your body, then let's do a quick scan from the toes up to the crown of the head, looking for those areas that you feel need some support. Once you find them, just kind of stick them away in your filing cabinet. And as we do the exercises later on, you can focus on those individual points. Once that body connection is made, let's focus on our breathing. Nice breath in through the nose. Nice breath out through the nose. And as you're doing your breathing on the inhale, feel the body expand a little and rise up, and then feel the body kind of deflate and lower itself on the exhale. Qigong is a lot about expanding and contracting. Good. And as we become aware of the breath and we slow it down without even thinking, and increase the volume, again, without even thinking, you'll notice that the mind as well starts to calm down. Once that happens, you can disconnect from all of your responsibilities. There's nothing you have to take care of except for yourself for the next 40, 45 minutes. All right, let's do a little knocking on heaven's gate. Let the arms hang like loose ropes. Keep that spine tall and keep that chin gently tucked in. Allow the tongue to float up to the roof of the mouth. Just sit there. And let's not forget those pressure points along the collarbone. Give them a gentle tap. All right, we're going to let the body become quiet. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out through the nose slowly. Good. Let's do a little bit of bouncing. Okay, raise your arms up. Overhead. Back down to the front and all the way down. All right, and again, we'll let the body become quiet. Take another deep breath in. Let it out slowly. All right, we're going to warm up the cervical vertebrae here today. So we're going to start with just lowering the chin down and then picking the chin all the way up so you can see the sky and back down. Full range of motion, but remember the range of motion is personal. It's up to you how far you move. We don't want to cause any tension. We just want free movement up and down, typically about 5 times. Okay, let's do one more, all the way down, all the way back up. And then bring your eyes to the center point. And we're just going to turn left and right 5 times on each side, keeping that spine nice and tall, the eyes up. Again, keep your stretch in your comfort zone. We don't want to force the chin or the neck. And this will be the last one. Bring your eyes back to the center. All right, and we're just going to do a head tilt. So we're not trying to force the ear down to the shoulder. And we're not trying to bring the shoulder up. We want the shoulders to stay still. And we're just going to tilt the head to one side. Feel that stretch on the opposite side. Come back up and do the same thing on the window side. Again, not forcing, just letting the weight of the head do the movement, create the stretch. Shoulders should be quiet. Okay, one more on each side. All right, good. Now, I want to get the rest of the spine engaged. So we'll do our forward bend. Today, when you do the forward bend, once you're over, if it's comfortable for you to do so, try doing some different things with your arms, maybe making some circles in both directions, maybe just picking the arms up and letting them go back down, but make sure it stays in your comfort zone, okay? Starting with a nice inhale. Exhale down, keep the knees soft. And like I say, if you want to make a couple of circles in one direction and then go back the other way. And then when you're ready, slowly come back up. Roll the shoulders back and then stand nice and tall. Good. 2 more of those at your own pace. Those little things that you do with your arms when you're bent over, it's good for the fascia. It's also good for those long muscles that go from the shoulders all the way down to the waist. All right, give that a little bit of a shake out. Shake out the legs when you're done. All right. Now, we're going to move into our metal element exercises, those 4 exercises we've been playing with. We're going to focus a little more on the breathing for those exercises today. So we're going to take them down a notch, and as far as speed goes, keep them nice and easy and soft. Remember, these meridians travel down the inside of the arm for the lung and the outside of the arm for the large intestine. So here we go. First breath, or first exercise is the essential breath. Palms up as we inhale. The complete inhale stops right here. And then we exhale as we bend the elbows, bringing the hands in by the chest. A full inhale as we open the arms out. Turn the palms up. Engage the index finger and thumb. Just touch the tip. Exhale as you come in. Then exhale all the way down. Good. Now keep that nice and slow. Full breath up. Full breath as we bring the hands, or exhale as we bring the hands in. Full inhale as we open, full exhale as we close. Okay, 4 more of those. Okay, here's the last one. All right, do your clearing. Inhale, flip the hands over, exhale. Inhale again, and exhale all the way down. All right, now let's bring the hands up for bear swimming. Nice long exhale to start by pushing the arms out, lowering the tailbone, and then a full inhale as we pull all the way back around and stand nice and tall. Here we go. Exhale. Inhale. And repeat. Last one. Good. Now do your clearing. All right, bring your feet a little wider, turn the toes out a little bit. Drop the tailbone down by flexing the knees. This is drawing the bow. Remember, our hands want to be in this kind of position so the thumb and index finger are at 90-degree angles. Here we go. Nice inhale as we stand up, crossing the arms. Turn to one side, draw the bow as you exhale, and go back down. Start again on the opposite side. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that spine nice and tall. Last one. All right, step back in and do your clearing. All right, final exercise is separating earth and sky. And again, on this one, the exhale happens when we separate, and then we relax and inhale when we switch hands and settle into that new position. So window side hand, palm facing up, the other hand down. And here we go with a nice exhale and stretch. And then relaxing inhale as we swap our hands to the other side and stretch. Feel that stretch from the fingertips all the way down to the toes. Last one. And relax as you inhale. Bring that upper arm down. Good. Then do your final clearing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. All right. Give that a little bit of a shake. Yeah, we're going to move into our balance work, and we're going to start playing with these different balance exercises that I introduced you last week. The goal on these is to be able to do each of the 3 exercises for 20 seconds minimum, right? Now, we're not quite there yet. We're going to do these a little bit slower, so we're going to be taking our time just to make sure we get the exercise correctly. So I want to make sure your posture is correct, you're shifting the weight when you should be, and then we'll start actually counting using the clock. So for right now, let's start out with our feet shoulder width. This first exercise, we're going to bring the hands up and just hold the hands straight out. They can be relaxed. They don't have to be rigid, just out nice and relaxed. The key here is to keep the spine straight, because what we're going to do is shift the weight over and just pick the foot up to the side. And we have a tendency to do it like this. That's not what we're trying to do. We want to just have our hands here, shift the weight, pick the foot up, drop it back down, shift to the other side, pick the foot up, drop back down. Okay. Eyes should be looking out at something on your horizon. It can be a little wonky if you're looking at all this movement on your computer screen, so try to look past me. And it can be hard to hold your hands up like this. I know your shoulders are going to get a little cranky. But we just want to make sure you're playing with this exercise correctly. Giving yourself time to shift the weight. Feel comfortable before you pick that other foot up. Okay, one more. Good. All right, lower your hands down. Give your shoulders a little bit of a break. Good. All right, this next one. This is one we played with first a couple of weeks ago. This is where we shift over. Your palms are going to be facing the ground. Your hands are going to be at about waist height. You're going to shift over. And when you pick the opposite leg up, you're going to turn the torso and just let the eyes see that knee come between the hands and then come back down. Same thing on the other side. Okay. So here we go. Palms facing the floor. We're going to shift towards the window, turn towards the wall, pick that wall leg up, drop it back down, turn to the other side. Remember, keeping the eyes up is important. Keeping the spine straight is important. The weight-bearing leg should be slightly bent. And don't be afraid to grip the floor with your toes. That's what helps you stay upright. If you're on thick carpet, it's going to be more of a challenge, but it's going to build up those muscles faster. Okay, just a couple more. All right, good. Now, take a break from that one. This next one, you're going to kind of look like you're dancing if you're doing it right. All we're going to do is keep our hands in this area, and we're going to shift, bring the foot forward, bring the foot back. But as we do that, we're also going to move the hands. So there's a little bit of thought here. You have to think about moving the hands, shifting the weight, one leg forward, then pull it back. Again, spine stays tall. Weight-bearing legs slightly bent. All right, now just to give you a little bit of a challenge, let's reverse direction with the hands. This is probably the easiest one, I think. Although it does make you think a little bit about what's going on with the hands. How do I move my body? All right, good. All right, shake that all out. Give the body a good shake. Cool. All right, how are we feeling so far? Good? Cool beans. All right, so we need a little bit of time in here for our 4 energies Tai Chi. And I don't think there's anybody here that's never done it before, although a few of you are kind of new at it, but that's okay. We're just gonna throw you into the deep end today and see how you make out. Want everybody to turn away from the camera. You're gonna have to listen to my verbal direction. Once we make that first 180-degree turn, then you'll be able to see Diane and I again, and you'll be able to catch right up with what's going on. So feet together, hands on the lower dantian, nice tall spine. Beautiful. All right, here we go. All the weight into the right leg. Step out with the left. Bring the hands up by the shoulders. Draw them in. Let them settle back down as we sink. Good. Now shift your weight to the right leg so you can pivot to the left. Hold your ball on the left side, left hand high. Bring all the weight into the left leg and right foot goes forward. Once we're here, we're going to push forward with the hands, raising the hands, squaring the hips, then pulling back. Eyes are up, spine is tall. Squeeze back to the front. Separate the hands and pull back, and then push forward. Good. Here's the first big turn, 180 degrees to the left. Take your time with it. Ball should be on your right side, right hand high. Left foot goes forward, and we push away. Roll back. Nice and slow. Then separate the hands, pull back, and push. Okay, turning to the right, shift back. Bring your ball to the left side, left hand high. Right foot turns and is forward. Ward off. Roll back. Bend. And push. Pull back. Going to turn 180 degrees towards the left. Ward off. Roll back. Bend. Push. Small turn to the right. Ball's on your left side. Right foot goes forward. Okay, final turn towards the computer. For you guys, it's away from the computer. Ward off. Roll back. Bend. And push. Okay. Hands come down. Let's do a little closing. Pause for a moment. Just let everything settle. All right, very good. Some of you guys are getting very clever. You got a camera behind or a mirror behind you, so you can see the screen behind you. That's pretty clever. Hey, whatever works, right? We've been doing this long enough now that most of you guys really should have it down pretty good. And as I can see, we all ended up facing the same direction. So that's really good. All right. Yeah, we're going to move into our 12 forms of Qigong. Again, trying to keep these movements really slow today. We had a conversation just before class started. These are 12 exercises that I put together when I was having a lot of spine and shoulder problems. So this is really good for making that connection with your fascia to keep the fascia nice and healthy. There's twisting movements, there's tall stretching movements, there's a lot of open and close. So be aware of those movements and how they feel, how the muscles feel, how the fascia feels, and how comfortable you are with the movement. And remember, we can always modify things to make it better for you. But you always want to think about on each movement, what feels good about this movement? What am I connecting with and why? And over time, hopefully you'll see that you'll build a little strength here and there. You'll get a little more flexibility here and there. So just something to be aware of. All right, back in our Wuji posture, adjust your feet shoulder width, adjust your tailbone, straighten the spine. That first exercise is pushing up and pushing out. This is going to open the muscles in the back and the shoulders. So interlace the fingers and lift. This is your inhale. Rotate the palms to the sky and press. Then separate the hands and slowly come back down as you exhale. Classic form here where we can feel the expansion and contraction as we do it. If you do have some lower back issues, sometimes tightening those buttock muscles on the way up can really help add a little strength to the lower back. Last one. Okay, as your hands come down, turn the palms forward. We'll do a little flow motion. Just raise the hands up as you inhale. Shoulder level. Drop the hands back down as you exhale. Bring the hands past the hips and then start again. This is the exercise in China. They say if you do this 100 times a day, you'll never get sick. And if you can do it 1,000 times a day, you'll live forever. Last one. Okay, bring the hands in front of the heart as if you're holding a ball. This is very similar to separating earth and sky, except we're going to spiral. We're going to twist the torso. We're also going to twist the arms. So we're going to turn the palms outward, starting with the right, the window side hand going up, turning towards the wall. Nice stretch of the arms and spine, and then slowly come back to the center. And again, focus on how those scapula feels, how the shoulders feel, how freely you can move the spine from side to side. Okay, here's the last one. All right. Next is a side to side bend. So we're just going to drop the window side shoulder. If you want to bring that hand overhead, feel free to do so. And again, be aware of how that stretch feels. How does the spine react? How do those long muscles down the back react? And those intercostal muscles that are between the ribs. Also be aware that this is a lot more comfortable exercise if you bend the knee of the leg that you're leaning towards. So I'm going to bend that window side leg because that's the leg that's taking most of the weight. And then bend on the wall side. And this is your last one. All right, good. Now the front and back bend, interlace the fingers again. Lift the hands up by the heart, rotate forward, arch the back as you separate. Then exhale as you bring the fists and elbows together and bend at the waist. Opening the chest and closing. Opening the back and closing. Strengthening those lower back muscles. And helping with the flexibility of the spine. Last one. Relax the arms, stand nice and tall. Good. All right, bring your feet together. We're going to do a different version of drawing the bow to shoot the arrow. Hands on the lower dantian. We're going to sink all the weight to the window side leg and step out. Raise the arms, make a loose fist in each hand, and turn as you exhale as far as you can and draw the bow. Then turn the palms down and inhale as you come back to the center. Step back in, lower the hands down. And let's repeat on the other side. A little bit similar to that balance exercise we were doing, except we're adding the twist. But same kind of motion, hands out front, just picking up one foot. Last one. All right. Now here's another little balance one. This is the old sage points the way. Some of you may remember this. Bring your hands over to the window side. Make sure your feet are shoulder width. We're going to make a slow circle with the arms. When you get back to your starting point, we're going to shift the weight towards the wall, bring the arms across, look over the shoulder with the eyes, and step behind. Drop down if you can, come back up. And then make your circle in the opposite direction. Shift to the other side. Try to keep the spine straight. Okay, two more. Oops. All right. All right, and we've already done bear swimming as part of our metal elements. We're going to skip over that one and go right to the pull and push. Make a loose fist in each hand. Pull the elbows back. Open the palms forward and exhale as you push forward. And lower that tailbone as you push forward as well. Rise back up. Good. Long exhale. Again, feel the scapula and the shoulders. Okay, last one. Okay, bring your hands down. We're going to do the gather and release. Lifting up, turning to one side, turn the palms forward at shoulder level, and then come back to the center position. Same thing on the other side. Inhale up, exhale down, gathering up all that we no longer want to carry around with us. Any anxiety, any fear, any sadness, any anger. Just let it all go. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Let's do one more each side. Something about this exercise I always like. I always add a few more. All right, and now right into calming the monkey. Remember, you want to keep this one slow. There's a lot of parts to it. And ripping through it real fast has no good benefit at all for you. This is just a way to calm the mind, circulate this energy through the body. Remember to make your lion's mouth. Out around the ball. And make your lion's mouth. And let's do one more. Make your final lion's mouth and press out and down. Bring the hands down by the lower dantian, palms facing up. And we'll do our centering exercise. Big inhale, then exhale down the center line. gathering all that energy, bringing it into the body. All right, on this one, full breath as the hand comes up. Full exhale as we bring the hands down by the eyes and stop. Another deep breath in. And then bring the hand down by the heart and stop. Final breath in. Bring the hand all the way down as you exhale. Same thing on this side. This just helps the energy find its way to the three dantians, the upper, the middle, the lower. Good. Let's do a little closing. Let's do that one thing I talked about last week about how we can kind of calm ourselves down, ground ourselves, and kind of get rid of some of the anxiety we may be facing. So one hand right on the sternum, the other hand over top of that. We're going to do 10 circles in each direction. First one is going to be clockwise, set of 10 circles clockwise. And for you guys, that means clockwise, the hand is going to come up to your left, down to your right, and back to your starting position. That's clockwise for you guys. So it may look like I'm doing it opposite. Every odd number is an exhale. Your even numbers are your inhales. Easy way to remember that. So starting with an exhale on number one. Now inhale for number two. Exhale for number three. 4 is an inhale. 5 is an exhale. 6 is an inhale. 7 is an exhale. 8 is an inhale. 9 is an exhale. And the final inhale is 10. When you get back to your starting point, we're going to reverse direction. So counterclockwise is an exhale, 1. 2 is the inhale. 3. 4. 5. 6 is an inhale. 7 is an exhale. 8. 9. And that final inhale is a 10. Settling at your start position, just hold that point. A few easy breaths in and out. And then finish it with a little bit of tapping up and down the stairs. All right, guys. Another week started. Let's see how it ends.
This was a great class. Thanks.
Glad you liked it, Joanne.
Yeah, loved it. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone.
All right, I'm going to try to post this class on my website so you'll have it later on during the week if you need it.
Great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Great
Thank
class.
everybody. Have a good day.
Take care, buddy. Take care, Howard.
Thanks. Vince and Diane, thank you so much.
Say hello to Mary
Thank
for us,
you.
Tom.
Bye-bye.
Sure will. Thank you.
Yeah, baby.
With joy.
Okay. Take care, everybody.